everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kisha. You can find more about me on my blog at KishaJaggers.com. It does need to be updated, but if you're new to my channel, I do lifestyle videos, mommy and baby videos. Sometimes I slack off, but today I'm here doing a fun tag video, a mommy tag. Emily Norris, and I will link her below. She is like a mommy YouTuber, mommy vlogger. I love her. And sit down. And she has this wonderful new mom tag, so I thought this would be fun to do, and I wanted to participate. So let's get going. Number 1, favorite mom hack. Well, for me, it's all about being prepared. I work outside the home and I work 40 hours a week. And the only thing that helps me survive that with teenagers and a baby would be being organized and staying on top of stuff. So routines, getting stuff ready the night before, staying prepared on the calendar with appointments and different things going on at school and at AJ's daycare. So just staying organized is really the biggest hack I can share with you. It makes a world of difference, and I kind of am incorporating routines into that. Really, my evening routine would be probably the biggest hack I could talk about. It's preparing every single thing that you possibly can the night before for the morning and for the next day, possibly days if you can prepare more than one day at a time. So just getting everything ready, it just seems to be the best thing ever to help me cope with busy mornings, long work days, and evenings that just go by way too quick. Question number 2, the most embarrassing moment as a mommy. I thought about this question for a moment, and recently AJ has been having small and infrequent, but still having little tantrums from time to time. And I was picking him up from daycare last week. Ryan had to work late, and I was there by myself. And on that particular day, AJ was running all over, and it's a big daycare, and he was running all over the daycare, having a great time, and he's been, doing really well there. But that particular day, he was having so much fun that when I went to get him, he didn't want to leave. And with that, he planked his body all out stiff and threw himself a little fit. It was super embarrassing, and I hated every minute of it. But we got through it, and it is what it is. What part of the day do you enjoy most? Well, as a mom, I enjoy seeing AJ's face in the mornings, his little smile. He wakes up happy almost every morning, and he's just like a little bundle of love running through the house in the mornings. He's either eating pouches or we're feeding him oatmeal, and he's getting ready for what we call school, which is daycare, and he is so happy. But one of my most favorite times of the day is when we pick him up. That means we're gonna be home together, we don't have to be apart, and we can focus on our evening together. So really I have 2 favorites, morning and night, when I pick him up from daycare. What part of the day do you like the least? Well, it's it's dropping him off at daycare. I definitely like that the least, and I guess that would be it. I would say working all day, but I don't mind working. I really like my job. I hate being away from my baby though. So for me, dropping him off at daycare every day is probably the hardest thing I have to do every single day. I wish my grandparents were alive. I wish my mom was closer. I wish I could take him to work with me and have a daycare there. I don't know. I hate being without him. What is the worst thing somebody said to you while you were pregnant? I must speak in terms of just AJ. But I think when I was pregnant, somebody told me that AJ was going to be wild like his daddy. And that just aggravated me so, so bad. Like, first off, he's not his dad. And his dad is, you know, working on himself and trying not to be that wild, crazy person that he has been known to be. But that really aggravated me. I didn't like it. You know, never mind. We'll zip that up. It actually carries on to this question, this next one. A baby name that you did not agree on. Well, what I was getting ready just to say, I was actually going to name him RJ, like Ryan James. But I just didn't like the idea of AJ being, like, strapped to his dad's name. So, but the name we really did not agree on was Winston Oliver. It's my favorite name. And I think he still looks like a Winston. I don't know. Do you co-sleep is the next question. And in the beginning, when AJ was born, yes, we co-slept. Now, ever since we moved into this house, when AJ was just a little before 1 year old, he started sleeping in his crib full time. And now he's only in our beds, like if he's not feeling well, or if we're watching cartoons on a weekend morning, something like that, we co-sleep. And normally AJ sleeps in his own bed. Okay, so if you see me looking down, by the way, I have the questions right here in my bullet journal. The next one is something you bought and never used. And I was very particular with AJ. I had already 2 children before that were older, and I knew a lot of things that I really didn't want to get. So I tried to stick with just mostly stuff I knew I would use. But thinking about it now and looking back, that the nose Frida, where it sucks out the boogers, just did not work for us. There were so many good YouTube reviews about it, but for AJ, he had such a little nose, it just did not work. It freaked him out. It caused him to scream and cry. We tried it maybe 2 or 3 times, and that was it. So it just didn't work for our family. But I know a lot of people really love it. Hospital bag must-haves. So I put a video up of my hospital bag, and I'll link it in a card up top for you guys, just in case you want to check it out. For me, I think an extension cord was so handy for all the different. It was really one of those surge protectors that we took. I think it was a surge protector, and gave us all the plugs we needed for the laptop, the cameras, the phones. That was one of the best things we took, along with a folder for all the paperwork that you get. That was super helpful for me. And that big beach towel that I took, I put it like in the bottom of the suitcase. It was perfect because it was better than the towels the hospital had, and I felt like taking a shower pretty quick after giving birth. And that towel was so nice. I was so thankful to have that. But you can check out that video if you want to see more. Are you a routine mom or a go-with-the-flow mom? And what does your bedtime look like? I'm definitely a routine mom, but my stepdaughter Laura is more like go-with-the-flow. And she has kind of made me see a new way in parenting sometimes, I guess. And I'm still mostly a routine mom, but every once in a while it's okay to go with the flow and not worry about time and schedules and that kind of stuff. Sometimes it's okay to play hooky, stay home, and not, do any routine. But mostly I'm a routine mom. The next question, what type of labor did you have, and what kind of pain relief did you have? So, I did not have a natural labor. I had an epidural for the pain, and It worked great. I feel like I was so traumatized. Like right when I was getting it, I was climbing the walls basically and screaming and crying, and the pain was so intense. Oh, it was just terrible. But after the epidural, I chilled out and fell asleep. I was basically asleep from that epidural and from being up and being laboring and, everything else that they give you. It was a long night for me, and I didn't hardly feel anything when I was pushing him out. And then I was walking 30 minutes after giving birth. So it worked out well. And, by the way, I didn't answer, what does my bedtime look like? My bedtime looks like anywhere from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. And it looks like me running around the house, finishing up the last few things I need to do, and finding something on Netflix, and getting comfortable in the bed, and finally falling asleep. Have you ever been mom shamed? Well, on YouTube, you're shamed all the time. I'm shamed quite often when I feed AJ something unhealthy, or I say something negative that, is going on with one of my children. Been mom shamed a lot. Don't really care. I've got a thick skin, and I just don't listen to most of that crap anymore. Biggest challenge you face since becoming a mom? It's the same for many moms. It's balance. It's finding balance to do everything I need to do, to work outside the home, to put me time in, to make sure I'm spending enough time with each child together individually, checking on them. It's just balancing time. Best advice you've ever been given? Well, my grandma Mary used to say a lot that half the stuff you worry about doesn't ever happen anyway, so worry less. And it really is true. You stay up some nights and you worry, or you have things happen, and you just let your mind get out of control and let your imagination take over of all the bad things that could possibly happen. And most of the time, none of that stuff happens. You wasted all that time thinking about it, putting energy into it, and it just was pointless. So really, that would be some of the best advice I've been given. And to go with your instinct. Everybody has advice for new moms, and really, I think you should just go with your instinct. I guess that goes into this next question. Biggest piece of advice you'd give a new mom? Go with your instinct. Listen to yourself. Have confidence in yourself. Be courageous. And have faith that maybe you're not going to do it exactly the way somebody else would, or perfect, or the way you thought you would do it, but just trying and doing your best, and knowing that you have a whole new day to start over and try again, and just keep trying. Don't give up, and listen to yourself. That would be the best advice I could give. Who is your mom crush? Well, I don't have a whole lot of mom crushes. It's just really not the kind of person I am. But I have some favorite YouTubers that are moms. And some of them, I'll definitely link them below. Definitely Emily Norris. She's amazing. Tara Lynn, I like her a lot. Haley from Trace Cheek Mama, like her a lot. I like Jennifer Ross from Pretty Neat Living. I used to like Hillary from our farmhouse, but she quit. Those are some of my favorite YouTubers. And, I don't really have mom crushes, but I do enjoy watching their videos. I always, take things away from each one of them. And I don't know. I just really enjoy being a mom, and spending time with my kids, trying to find interesting ways to communicate with my teenagers. It's not always easy, and find new ways to parent AJ. I've been listening to a ton of Audible books on parenting. I could do a whole video on that alone, but it's been really fun, and having a child a little bit later in life has just been so night and day different, and it feels less stressful, and I feel more comfortable, and I've already had a lot of practice, obviously. I just feel better about it, and I've been having so much fun. So I hope you enjoyed this little weekday video for you guys. Definitely tag somebody that you know that might enjoy doing this tag. I tag anybody who's watching who wants to participate. Definitely let me know if you do in the comments below. Let me know if you have any questions or thoughts, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.